Hey guys, here's my latest acquisition on the test equipment front. The story behind this is I saw a photograph of one of these online and I just thought it was a really neat design for a valve tester. I didn't think I'd have any hope of finding one, but I just went searching on eBay and sure enough, not only was there one up for sale at a pretty reasonable price, I found out later that the seller lives only about an hour and a half away from me, so bought it, went and picked it up at the weekend, and I've given it the once over, cleaned it up. There was a single waxie inside that I replaced, and yeah, it looks pretty neat. So this is a Centrad 751, and being French, I guess I should say a Centrad 751. Made in Annecy, which is not too far from where I live. Yeah, so I'll give you a walk through. So it has the usual scroll, but it has a whole section for American tubes and European valves. There's about 250 odd listed in the scroll. And then there's a whole manual that comes with it that has all the other ones. It has a pretty extensive range of valve sockets of all different types. I just stuck an ECH81 in here to test it, or a 6AJ8 if you like. It has a little socket for testing your dial bulbs as well. It has two little sockets here for where you would plug in your flying lead to connect to the cap connection on certain tubes or valves. Mains input selector with a fuse, then all the usual levers and switches for wiring it for the different devices. You can set the filament heater voltage anywhere from 1.4 up to 117 volts, so that should capture just pretty much everything I need. This is the neon indicator here, which will indicate shorts and any sort of problems, and then this is basically your test selector here. This is just what I would call a tweaker setting if the voltage for your valve is not exactly one of the ones that listed on here. So over here you have first position is off, the second position does filament continuity. Then there are 4 separate inter-electrode short tests, and there's an emissions test, and lastly there's a cathode short test. And so yeah, there's also a pair of connectors here where you can put an earphone, and you can test valves for microphonics by basically firing it up, putting on the earpiece, and then tapping the tube, and then you'll see if it's microphonic or not. So here's the inside of it. So here's the drum with about 250 settings listed. The rest are in the manual. Nice chunky mains transformer. And the meter is actually down in here. There's also a bulb which lights it from behind, so I hope that's all okay. I was going to try and take the meter out and clean the glass, but this all makes the whole thing far more complex, so I'm just going to leave it for now. There's a little cap here on the back of the neon, so I'll change that guy. It's the only cap anywhere in the whole thing. And it's all passive. So there we go. Pretty straightforward, but it looks cool. Before powering the beauty up, I thought I'd just quickly check if the mains cord was wired up okay. And well, I don't know if you can see this, but this is definitely an accident waiting to happen, and could have been a bad one. So methinks we'll be redoing all of this. So if I do a quick test on the ECH81 that's in there right now. So we go to the off, to the on, and filament continuity. You can see the dial lights from behind. And it also says that the pointer moves somewhere close to the middle, but that's not a problem. Then we do all the different shorts, and if the neon flickers between points, it says that's okay as long as the neon doesn't stay on. So we see you gotta give the tube time to heat up. Okay, so no shorts, no shorts, no shorts, no shorts, emissions. I may have a switch contact problem here. Yeah, I do. I may have a little bit of a switch cleaning to do, because I don't know if you can see this, but the needle is now in the good range, so it's a good tube. And then if I go finally to the cathode short position, it should fly back to 0 if it's okay. If I move to the next position and the needle doesn't change, then we have a problem. So there you can see it drops completely back to 0. So, good tube. But yes, I probably need to just do a little bit of switch cleaning here. So, all in all, a nice little buy. So yeah, it's a really nice piece of gear. I love the look of this thing, and yeah, and of course it does have all of the European valves that are in my Ready Alva set. So I'll be able to go ahead and test all those now, because I couldn't find them in the other tester that I have. So yeah, I think this thing is going to come in handy. It also has a setup for testing magic eyes and stuff. So yeah, nice one. So I'm very happy with this.